Hello, and welcome to the Vlogging Pod. Today, we're clearing up a loaded word, Antifa. You may have seen the White House push videos and statements calling Antifa part of a radical left threat, and even labeling it a terrorist organization. That framing raises a basic question most people were never given a straight answer to. What is Antifa, really? Antifa is a short for anti-fascist. It isn't a formal group with a CEO, a board, or a membership list. It's a broad, decentralized set of people and a small collectives who oppose fascism, white supremacy, and authoritarianism. The roots go back to Europe in 1920 and 1930s when ordinary people resisted dictators like Mussolini and Hitler. In the United States, modern anti-fascist organizations grew in the 1980s and 1990s as communities pushed back on neo-Nazism and the KKK. And it picked up further attention after 2016. One commonly cited early U.S. group using the Antifa label is Rose City Antifa, formed in Portland of 2007. Because there is no national command, Antifa is best understood as a stance and a set of tactics rather than a single organization. Many involved focus on research, education, and community defense. Others engaged in direct counter-protests. There have been episodes of vandalism and confrontations, but those are actions by individuals or small affinity groups, not orders from a central leadership that doesn't exist. That basic point matters for how we judge responsibility and scale. It also matters for the law. The U.S. terrorism designations are aimed at foreign organizations. Applying a domestic terrorist organization labeled to diffuse ideology runs into serious and legal constitutional limits. That's why researchers and nonpartisan analysts describe Antifa in terms of decentralized networks and tactics, not as a single bandwidth entity. Even federal officials have publicly said Antifa is more of an ideology than an organization. None of that excuses crimes by anyone who commits them. It simply means we should be precise about who did what, when, and under which banner, rather than using a broad label to turn ordinary dissent into a cartoon villain. Here's the bottom line. Being anti-fascist isn't extreme. It's a baseline commitment to pluralism and equal rights. The controversy comes from how the word Antifa has been used. When leaders lump wide-ranging protest under one scary brand, it blurs distinction between peaceful activists, disruptive protesters, and genuinely violent actors. That blurring makes it easier to justify crackdowns and harder for the public to see what is actually happening. Clear terms and solid evidence are how we keep our footing. Today's sources come from What is Antifa and Why Trump Wants to Label It as a Terrorist Organization, PBS NewsHour. Examiner, What is Antifa and Why is Trump targeting it? Reuters. Are Antifa members' domestic terrorist background on the U.S. Antifa movement? IF 10839. Congressional Research Service, congress.gov. FBI director says Antifa is an ideology, not an organization. Associated Press. Antifa definition, etymology, history, Encyclopedia Britannica. Designating Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization, the White House. Antifa Roundtable video, the White House. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye-bye for now.